Hey everybody, welcome to the stream, welcome to another day in Azeroth, and thank you guys very much for being here. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day so far. What is new, what is good everybody? Winnie and the Twins, Chaos, Mantar, Lars, Towin, Lael, Pink Bunny, welcome everyone. Alright, I haven't logged the character in a couple of days, let's do a little bit of housekeeping here.
What brings you here?
Sell some junk. Stamina Cape is an upgrade over no stats. Mushrooms can go... I think we can cook these for skill ups. 2 strength, 1 agility can go. The bow we can hang on to. Offhand item we can sell. Okay. What about our professions? Cooking is at 94 out of 150. Fishing is at 89 out of 150. And that's all we're doing.
Be careful.
And yeah, we do have some stuff we can cook. Let's go cook this stuff. Then maybe we can do a little bit of fishing. Or maybe we just get right into questing. Excuse me. I don't think you're supposed to be here. I've never seen you here before. Very strange. We don't have any of the quests because we didn't do any Westfall stuff, but if we want to do Dead Mines, today's probably the day. We're level 17. Level 17 is really good for DPS. I'm gonna pop myself in the queue. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing SFK even. I really wouldn't mind either of these. I wouldn't mind any of it, assuming that, I get a summon to most of these places. Alright, I'm gonna pop myself in the queue and we'll just see what happens. Alright, do I want to fish? Fishing is already at 89. Like, we can do a little bit. Mr. Blaster, good morning to you, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Wayne, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. Yeah, the worrisome thing is I'm pretty sure we're not going to get the automated queue for Classic Plus either. We're probably going to have... I guarantee this is the exact same dungeon tool that we're going to launch into Classic Plus with. Whenever that happens, whether it's in 6 months or 6 years. It'd be really nice if it can just do the grouping part, even if we had to travel to the dungeon and, like, summon people. I would be okay with that, as long as the grouping part was automated. So it could give you the timer, like, you know, expected 12 minutes till you find a group, and then you just sit and you just wait, and you know eventually the group's gonna pop. Because right now, like, I could sit in here for 3 hours, or I could sit in here for 3 seconds. So 3 hours or 3 seconds. We don't know what it's gonna be. Okay, I got some work to do in my interface options here. Let's do class colors. Let's do power bars. Okay, that looks good. I also want text. How am I gonna get text? Click here, and I say, And I say, I don't know what to say. Let's see. Maybe in the RaidFrame settings. Numeric value. No. Oh, here we go. Health remaining. Okay. I only want to see dispellable debuffs, which means I'm probably not going to see any, so maybe I shouldn't bother with that. Yeah, I think that's good. Two are on their way but taking their time. No one has the flight point to Hillsbrad. No. Okay, so this is for Shadowfang Keep. Shadowfang Keep. Okay, we do have our Hearthstone set here, so if we do Shadowfang Keep, we can just hearth out afterwards. In that case... And it compels me to keep fishing a little bit. I don't know. Then again, maybe I do want to be teleported to the dungeon, because now we're gonna have all this wait time. Let's see. The mage thinks it'll be way too long for him. He has to leave. Only has 1 hour of time left. Good luck, guys. See, now if he got teleported to the dungeon, then 1 hour of time would be more than enough to do the run. But since he has to wait 30 minutes for anybody to get there to summon him, he can't do the run. He misses out on content today. He had an hour. He thought the hour was going to be enough, but it's not. In Classic, an hour is not enough to do anything, actually. Oh, darts. Chaos. Yeah, thank you. Ooh. I think we have like 12 darts, right? 13 darts. Oh, Jesus. That would have been really fun to go into a... I think I would have just quit my life. Probably would have just quit my life today if we went into the dungeon with 13 arrows. Now I have to find General Goods. General Goods is back in this direction. Whew, that would have been rough. Alright, we got 2 druids. A rogue, a shaman, and ourselves. I'm assuming one of the druids is probably healing.
Peace be with you. Ishnu Allah.
Alright. Oh, we can do sharp arrows now. Oh, that's really good. Let's pull this out and just drop it on the ground. Our quiver is really, really small. We can probably get a better quiver like any time now. Oh, maybe we should have taken leatherworking just so we can make the better quivers. Because that quiver is still not really holding a lot. 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, 1200 I guess is okay. I'm gonna buy a couple extra stacks that are just gonna have to live outside of the quiver for now. Because that's just not a lot of darts. Strength and oh yeah, that's our weapon. Let's put the weapon back on. Parkow, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it. Alright, so we have people in transit. It looks like somebody we picked up has the flight point. So people are en route. It still might take a while. And so what do we want to do until then? Let's go south and let's work on this level 14 quest. It's really close to town and we should be able to take care of that before we get the summon. What else am I forgetting about? Our pet is happy, but our pet has been like preternaturally happy. I don't think I've seen his happiness dip a single time since we got him, which is kind of weird. I also didn't load my bow. You gotta load it up. You gotta clicky clicky. That gets it into the ammo slot. I'm making you want to resub. That happens to people around here, yeah. Hey, it's a good time to play World of Warcraft. And it really doesn't matter what version you're into. Because the game is doing really good right now in all respects. So, it's a good time. You really like the UI? All the UI stuff is done in-game with edit mode. That's the marvelous thing about the UI, is none of it is an add-on. Well, I get a Questy tracker is an add-on, I guess. But the rest of the UI, it's all done with the in-game tools. Anybody can have a UI that looks just like this with about 2 minutes of work. That's the best thing about it. Oh, I went a little bit off track here. Somewhere around here there's a Furbolg camp. Since it's TBC, I'll have to get a Ravager pet. Nah, I'm gonna keep my cat. I'm gonna choose aesthetics over pure numbers, and I'm just gonna keep my cat, because I like my cat. And I think the Ravagers look like, you know, they look like really cool enemies. I love their design for enemies, but for having it as a pet, like, I don't want a Ravager as a pet. It's an alien bug from Starship Troopers. Like, I don't want it as a pet. I want to fight it and kill it. So I'm gonna pass on that. And though I know it's numerically better, but I just don't care. Everybody's dead. You know what the problem is? Like, well, what are they doing to get dead exactly? No, I don't know. I don't know why they're all dead. We're just trying to get to Shadowfang Keep. It's not like we're trying to go to Scarlet Monastery. I really don't know why they keep dying. The tank's been dead for a minute. I don't know what happened to him, but it's like he died and never came back. Monica, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. Alright, we need one more Pathfinder. Perfect. Is our tank with us? He's been dead for a long time. Indeed, he has been dead for a long time. I don't think he is with us. I think he's moved on into the Shadowlands. Dying to fly. What does that mean? He said dying to fly. I don't know what you mean. There's nowhere that he should be going to get to Silverpine that should be killing him. Like I'm trying to figure out where he could be dying at. Unless he's in unless he's in the Highlands and he's running into the road patrol, like he really shouldn't be getting killed. I don't know. So confused. He was flying. That's what he said. He said dying to fly. But that doesn't ring in the same way that it would be to say like I died to flying. I don't know if that's what he's trying to say. See, this is one of my I have problems sometimes on the EU servers because obviously on the EU realms like not everybody speaks English as their native language. And so I have a hard time understanding a lot of times what people mean. That's the one downfall about playing on EU. Is like a lot of times there's clipped communication. You know, like kind of like it's like a little stunted. Like he knows what he's trying to say. Like in his own language, he could probably say it more clearly, but I wouldn't understand it at all in his own language. It's frustrating sometimes. I'm assuming what usually happens is it'll work itself out, even if I don't ever figure out what they meant. Typically, one way or another, it works itself out. Alright, I don't really know. Okay, he's alive now. I don't really know if there's anything else we can do before we get a summon. Let's check and see how close people are. Eastern Kingdoms. The only person nearby... Well... I mean, the only person nearby I see is the Shaman. This dude's getting killed around the ruins of Lordaeron. Where is he at? Oh, he's just too close. He's just getting too close to the Undercity. You know what it was? He probably like aggroed here. The confusing thing is, why is he up by Undercity to begin with? Why is he up here to begin with? This is the confusing thing. I'm okay. Whatever. I guess maybe he, for some reason, flew in from Chillwind. Why did he go to Chillwind to get to Silverpine? It would have been easier to go to Hillsbred, like fly to South Shore, and then just make the run without getting killed 6 times. If you're going to go to Scarlet Monastery, then I guess if you want to do the run from the Plague Lands, it makes a little more sense. I think it's a waste of time still, but it makes a little more sense. Anyway, it looks like it's going to be a minute. Let's go ahead and do some fishing. Join our buddy over here. Cat Lady Jude, welcome to the stream, and thanks for being here today. Maybe he got confused and went to Scarlet Monastery first off. That's what it seems like. There's no reason for him to be up there otherwise. But he's level 22, so I don't know how you get that confused at level 22. Alright, it's gotta be happening soon, right? Okay. Yeah, soon-ish. We'll just watch the little dots move. Now, I'm just gonna say it, if we had the automated dungeon finder and we got teleported there, we probably would be wrapping up with the run pretty soon. Like, we'd at least be in, like, the later half of the run. If we had just, like, the first time we got a full group, if that first time it had just sent us all to the run to do the content, then, you know, we'd be well on our way. Shadow, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, from what you hear, Classic players are mostly against teleporting to dungeons. I don't know if it's like that's true of most Classic players, but you're right in the sense that that is what you hear. You hear about it because the people that say that are the most vocal, but I don't think they represent most players at all, because most players are silent. Most players play the game in a vacuum of their friend groups or alone or in their guilds. And most people don't go on the internet and post stuff, you know, about World of Warcraft specifically. And so I don't think it's true of most players that they don't want it. I think it's true of all the vocal people. Like, people who are going to be vocal about it don't tend to want it. And some of the people that are vocal about it, they're not even players. Like, they're not even people that play the game. Like, if you were to look at their accounts probably aren't very active. So, like, I don't put a lot of stock in it. There's nothing immersion, there's not a lot of immersion in, like, just wasting hours getting the run together. I don't know, you could take it either way, but I would prefer to have it. I don't think that, like, inconvenience does not always equal immersion. Especially now that the majority of people playing this game are adults. I don't know. I don't think Classic Plus is gonna have it to launch, and that's gonna really suck. There's gonna be people doing a lot less content than they could otherwise do. I mean, if you make content, you should be making it, you know, you want people to see the content, so... In 2026, it's okay to get people into the content in, like, a more expedient way. Nothing's more immersive than waiting an hour to do a 20-minute dungeon. Yeah, exactly. And then that's the other side of it. Yeah, if you play with a guild, you have friends, of course you don't care about being teleported to the group. Because no matter what you're doing, you're hanging out with your friends. But when you're pugging it, you really just want to get to the run and get to the content. So, like, you know, if you're someone who just plays with guildies or friends, like, you don't really get to have an opinion on whether or not the game should have automated LFG. Well, or at least your opinion counts for much less than someone who's actively trying to pug it out there in the world. I guess I should put my sword back on. Not that it makes a huge difference right now, but... Let's do sword, let's do bow. And here, well, maybe we'll get going here eventually. 30 minutes, just about. Let's turn the music down just a tad. There we go, that's better. Any quest to share? I already told you there's no alliance quest. Oh my god, that's way too freaking loud. Okay. Alrighty. Are we ready? I think so. You can't wait for Wrath of the Lich King to teleport to dungeons? Well, you're gonna be really disappointed. Because I'll tell you what, when Wrath of the Lich King Classic launched a few years ago, we didn't get teleport to dungeon. And when Wrath Anniversary launches in a few months from now, you're not gonna have teleport to dungeon. That didn't come into the game until the last patch of Wrath. Or like the second to last patch or something like that. It came later in its life cycle. And so I thought that for Wrath Classic they would put it in from the very beginning, but they didn't. And they're gonna do this. If they do Anniversary Wrath, they're gonna do the same exact thing they did with Wrath Classic, and you're not gonna have LFG automated until the end of the expansion when it's dead and nobody cares anymore. Because that's exactly when they put it in originally, and that's exactly when they put it in Classic launch. Once we were towards the end of the X-Pack, and nobody gave a crap. But the good thing is, then they added Heroic Plus. But you're not going to have it when it launches. Man, shamans seem like they're really, really good in TBC. Like, elemental shamans and enhancement shamans always do really well. We've got some problems here. Let's do this. And then oh, I can't do overall. I guess I need to update my add-ons. Yeah, I think my add-ons are out of date. It's a bummer. Yeah, they're horribly out of date. Oh my god, what have I done? You know, after 22 years you'd think I'd remember to check my add-ons before logging into the game, but no. I don't. Stamina Spirit? That's basically exactly what I already have. Oh, he didn't like that. Dream It, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for being here today. I appreciate you checking out the hardcore series. I hope you're digging it. I've been having a lot of fun with it. 8 agility shoulders? Well, yeah, I don't have any shoulders to speak of. Everyone's gonna roll need on these, though. Yeah, need. That's 3 needs. We're the 4th need. Insane. Indeed, it is insane. Let's all roll need on it. May the odds ever be in your favor. Jesus. So we're probably never gonna get those. We could probably do this like 20 times and never get those. It looks like yeah, because we got druid. Everybody here needs it. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. This is probably the worst possible group comp. It's just like, oh, we have all leather wearers, I realize. I wish I would have paid more attention to that earlier. Because now I know for a fact that I'm not getting anything in this run. He says, oh yeah, you missed the part where I said I'm rolling for Feral. Oh no, I get it. Everybody here wears the same gear. I understand what's going on. I get it. Oh, this is fun. Oh yeah, well, this is great. I guess I could turn Growl off. I mean, it's kind of moot now. I should probably just turn it back on. That's not Growl. What is that? That's Bite. Here's Growl. Oh god. Intellect and Strength, don't need that. And welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. Looks like he's not going to pull the horses. Yeah, he's not pulling the horses. Okay. I thought that reload would happen a little bit faster. It still didn't fix it. Okay, so details is broken right now. For whatever reason, in details right now, I can't track overall. I can track current segment, and I can track fight 1. Which, okay. Makes no sense, but it's fine. We've had a couple of close calls in the hardcore series, but I don't think nothing too serious yet. Just a couple of slightly frightening situations. Though I wouldn't say that I've almost died yet. I don't think we've almost died. Would you be able to get some advice in regards to content creation? I'm sure you could. 4 strength and 3 stamina. Not a hunter weapon, despite what you might say. Karen, good evening to you and welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Oh, I didn't even look at the weapon. Oh, we can't use guns yet. I haven't been to Ironforge yet. I don't know when I'm gonna get to Ironforge. Yeah, I don't know. We need axes. We need lots of stuff from Ironforge, actually. So we gotta get there someday. I guess, like, eventually we're gonna do wetlands stuff, so whenever we want to do wetlands stuff, then we'll go to Ironforge, I guess. I mean, I don't really know, like, when I try to give advice on streaming, I end up sounding like a Nike commercial. You know, you just have to do it, right? Like, you know, just start with whatever you have, and don't worry about, like, things being perfect. Like, you're never gonna get things to a perfect state before you begin. And I think a lot of people get hung up on, they're like, I don't have this microphone, I don't have this computer, I don't have this graphics card, I don't have this headset. Like, people let themselves get hung up on the stuff that they don't have. And I think a lot of times people let that stop you from, like, moving forward with a plan. So, like, when I started my channel, it was just to play some variety games originally, because same thing, like, my son was a couple years old, I hadn't really been doing a lot of gaming recently, and I wanted to feel like it could be a productive hobby that I could share that experience with other people. So I just started with what I had, and I had like a 10-year-old computer and a crappy headset, but I knew how to do video editing, and I knew how to do voiceover stuff for my job. So I just started doing it, and then it just kind of grew on its own, and then Classic came out, and I'd been a WoW player for my whole life. And I just kind of I fell into that and kind of got lucky in that way. But yeah, you just have to start, basically. And you have to love what you're doing. Because you're not going to be able to do it every day and, like, be consistent with it if you don't actually love it. It's, like, you can't be doing it for any ulterior motives. That's about it. I would love to get some mana back here. Do I even have water? I have refreshing spring water. Yeah, I mean, refreshing spring water, that's really not going to cut it now, is it? Not at all. Is that really all I have? Oh my god. I've been really slacking on this character, huh? I guess at least we have ammo. Could be worse. Oh, my pet, I need you to growl, buddy. You know you're not gonna growl? Okay. Whoops. I don't really know how those pulled. I don't think it was me, just because they did not aggro me. But it could have been. The other thing to keep in mind, and like maybe this will sound pessimistic, maybe not, but don't take it the wrong way. It is absolutely okay for you to simply no longer enjoy something you used to enjoy. You know, if it turns out that, you know, you just don't, that video games just don't have the same flair they used to, that's okay. You know, nothing is wrong if you discover that you don't like a thing as much as you used to. And so that's something to think about too. You know, that's not necessarily a problem to fix. Now, what really helps in life is to be interested in things. You know, it helps to be interested in things. To have things that you're interested in. But they don't have to be the same things, like, as life goes on. They can be. Like, I've played WoW for 22 years. Before that, I played Warcraft 3. You know, but I've been interested in lots of different things in my life. So, like, things can be the same, but they don't have to be. Something to think about, too. It's actually a sign of depression. What's that? Disinterest in stuff? Yeah, you can say that, but, like, having disinterest in things is also just something that happens to human beings. At times, we're highly interested in things and highly motivated. At other times, we're lower energy. We're not as interested. We're not as motivated. I don't think it's, like... It's probably not a good idea just to label something like that, like, depression right away. Especially when it's, like, humans naturally, we have our ups and we have our downs. We have our good weeks and we have our bad weeks. You know, we have days when we're highly motivated and days when we can't be bothered to do much. And that's okay. Like, that's natural. As long as you kind of are self-aware of what's going on. Yeah, or burnout. Right. And it's fine to, when you're burned out of something or you're tired of something, it is absolutely okay to not be doing that thing. Take a break from it. But then again, if you think approaching a hobby in a different way will help reignite the hobby, then, you know, try that too. You know, because for me, that helped a lot. Like, playing games on my channel kind of helped me get back into playing games. Eventually, I fell right back into playing just World of Warcraft, but that's okay, because I love World of Warcraft. And I hadn't been playing it a lot, you know, prior to starting my channel. And then remember that when you're playing a game, the only purpose is to play. There is no other purpose. When you're playing a game or you're doing something for fun, it is for just the enjoyment of doing it itself. There's not a goal. You don't have to have a goal. There's nothing that you're not trying to get to any particular place, because that's not the spirit of playing. When you're playing something, you're doing it just for itself, which doesn't make it trivial, and people get confused about that. When someone says, well, it's all just play, it's just for play, people think, well, you know, makes it sound really trivial, and I just don't want to spend my time doing really trivial stuff. Well, it's not necessarily trivial. That's like if you were to listen to like a Mozart performance, right? Like a masterful musician performing Mozart. Like, it's just for enjoyment, but you wouldn't say it's trivial, right? I think like the same thing with a really good game. You can say like, this is all for play, it's all for fun, but it's not trivial. You know, I can get more out of it internally than just pure enjoyment. And like, maybe think about it like that. You know, not everything has a goal, not everything has like an end state you have to get to. In fact, most things don't. Most things you do are best when you do them just for the sake of doing them. You know, without a thought as to where it's supposed to lead or what it's supposed to become. Do I think WoW will be around in the next 20 years? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it might look a little different, but yeah, I think WoW will be around for the next 20 years. I hope WoW Classic will be around for the next 20 years. You know, you'll have modern WoW, you'll have classic WoW. Yeah, I think it'll be around. Doesn't seem like it's going anywhere anytime soon. Nothing's trivial. Yeah, I mean, nothing's trivial, everything's trivial. We, you know, as people, we decide what's trivial. Trivial is it's just a concept that we make up. But, you know, when you're experiencing something, when you're playing, or you're experiencing art, or you're playing a video game, like, it doesn't have to be trivial just because it's play. Because if it's art and you're immersed and you're getting something out of it from like an emotional or spiritual like standpoint, then it's not trivial anymore. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. You have to find a different way to play because the way you used to play you can't anymore. Essentially. Like, WoW was like that for me for a while, because from Wrath of the Lich King on, I thought of the game as a way to raid with my guild. And then eventually, like, I couldn't raid anymore because of work. But what I did then is I stepped away from the game. So, like, I stepped away from the game for a while when I couldn't play it the way I was used to playing it anymore, when it was obvious that I couldn't keep up a raid schedule. Like, I stopped for a while, and that's what I did. Like, then I started playing other games, started playing variety games, and, you know, slowly started to approach games, like, for the sake of the game itself, not for like that progression that you feel in raiding or like just to be there for a guild, but just to actually sit down and play a game for the sake of playing it. And then after a couple years of that, Classic came out, and I got really lucky because then I got to go back into World of Warcraft, but the angle at which I approached World of Warcraft was completely different than how I approached it originally. In my 20s, it was all about, like, you know, my friend said, you know, get the character to endgame. Endgame is where the fun is at, so you're just going to level up as quickly as you can. And so that was how I played the game. And so when I got back into WoW, I was able to, I'd had that break from it. I'd had a bit of experience going back to playing other games like I used to. And then when I came back for WoW Classic in 2019, like, I was able to approach the game from a different way. To have a different way of playing. And so a lot of times what it needs is a break. You take a break from the old way, you reassess, and then when you do reapproach a video game, whether it's the same game or a different game, then you just come at it with a different mindset. The most important mindset is to think about this as like when you're playing a game, that's a journey. There is no goal. There is no goal. Like it's like when you dance, you don't say like at the very end of all this dancing, I'm gonna end right there on the floor. That's the spot I'm gonna end. You don't do that when you go out dancing. And it's like when you listen to music, you're not just waiting for them to get to the final chord. If all music was to get to the final chord, if that's how we appreciated it, then they would just play really fast. And music would sound awful. But, you know, it's about the journey of getting there, not about where we end up. And most games should be approached in that way. This has been a pretty smooth run. I'm not really happy with the DPS that I'm doing, but then again, I've been running my mouth a lot. So I guess in that respect, the DPS numbers are fine. This stuff is still dying pretty quickly. This shaman is like running the show. It's like, I mean, he's doing a lot of Fire Nova Totem. To be fair, Fire Nova Totem is dealing a lot of his damage. But he's still doing really good. Definitely outclassing us. We don't really have a good weapon though, you know? We got a level 10 bow. Okay, we're not going to do a lot with a level 10 bow. Agility, stamina. I'd love to roll on this, but because of my UI, like, I can't roll on it. Oh no. They need to look at fixing this. So we should be able to move the box that pops up for the loot. I need to be able to move that because sometimes it ends up appearing behind my UI. We're going to go ahead and roll on that like everybody else did, I'm sure. Let's see. Oh, we actually won that. Oh, very nice. So not everybody must have rolled on it. We had three needs on it, though. You must be level 20 to use that item. Oh, that's sad. You need to snap out of the something to show for it mindset. Okay. So to snap you out of the something to show for it mindset, I will tell you this. In the end, we are all dead. Everyone is dead meat. In the end, you're going to go to sleep and never wake up. So while you're here, because you're really lucky to get to be here, while you're here, enjoy it. And understand that none of it's coming with you, and that one day it all falls apart. And that's just the way it is. That's not pessimism, that's just reality. And if you think about it like that, from the standpoint of like, ultimately the things you do only matter in the way you feel. The accomplishments that you choose to have, they only matter in the way that you feel about them, because it's part of your internal world. Like, the things you do, like, they are with you. Like, and so there is no achieving. There is no way to achieve, because there is no way to hold on to anything. And maybe if you think about it like that, you'll be able to let go of the idea that everything should have a result. Everything, like, you are the result. You are the result of everything already. And so, like, while you're here, you're just supposed to live. And so when you're doing something that's supposed to be fun, you just need to embrace that's the goal of the activity. The goal of the activity is to have fun. And I would say that's the reason for life as well. I think, you know, life is a big drama. And I think the most important thing you can do is to acknowledge that none of it's permanent and just have the best time you can have while you're here. Which doesn't mean go out and party and stuff. It just means, like, live a life that you're happy with. Be happy with the things that you do, and don't let expectations affect that happiness. If you think of life as a dance, or if you think of life as a drama, it's best when it's done well. It's best when it's executed perfectly. But ultimately, it's all for play. It's not trivial. It's not trivial at all, but it is all for play. My wife brought me some breakfast foods, some hash browns, some scrambled eggs, a sausage, a biscuit. I'm gonna have to eat these, but I'm gonna wait till we're done with the dungeon. Then I'm gonna turn my camera off, and I'm gonna eat this food. What are my thoughts on the UI changes? Oh, I like them. I like the edit mode. I love having the new health bars. Although people have pointed out that in hardcore, the new health bars are probably going to get me killed eventually, because the new health bars don't show level, and the way I have them set up currently, they don't show elite status. I can set them up to show elite status, but I can't get them to show level, so I like the changes. It may or may not get my hardcore character killed, though. What I don't like is if you want the classic look for these, you can't have the real classic look anymore, and I think that's really bad. I think they really should have thought about that. Like, you can turn these on a classic style, but they do not look the same as they did. And I don't think that's good. I think that people should be able to have the same exact bars they're used to having, if that's what they want. Yeah, because the ones they call classic style, they don't look good. They don't look like they used to, and they don't look good. You kind of have to use one of the modern ones to make it look good, and not everybody's going to be a fan of that. Alright. Belt of Aragol, okay. I guess maybe the healer will need that. Alright, that's the run. We got a cape out of it. I was hoping that we would get the shoulders and the cape, but everybody rolled on the shoulders, so it just didn't happen. And, ooh, can we make this jump? Oh yeah, we can. Very nice. I don't know if these guys want to run again, or what they want to do. But we'll see. If they want to do it again, I would stick and do it one more time. But I'm gonna turn my camera off and eat some of this food before it gets cold. I will see you guys on the flip side.
What brings you here?
So we are going to head back over to Blood Mist. Which is weird. I thought I had grabbed a couple quests from Blood Mist to keep in our log, but apparently not. But yeah, it's probably time to see if we can do anything back over that way. Some of the stuff there is going green, level 14, 15, 16, all the way up to level 18 and 19. We should be in a good spot to basically do everything here. If we want to. And I feel like we should. I'm not incredibly familiar with Blood Mist. I've done Blood Mist a handful of times. So it might not be the smoothest questing. But we'll see how it goes. We'll tackle the green stuff first and start clearing out some of the quests. Get some better water. Yeah. Yeah, we should probably get some better water before we do anything else. I would love to get a better bow. Like, I feel like level 10 bow, maybe that's holding us back. We're right here by the Exodar. Let's pop into the Exodar and let's see if we can do a little bit of shopping. I'd love to get a better weapon, maybe get some more agility and stamina on some other pieces. I can fill my quiver from my inventory. Because I got some extras. Like so. It'd be cool to have a melee hunter in Classic Plus. Heck yeah. Yeah, I want the same exact spec that I rolled in Season of Discovery. I want to play that exact same hunter. That was some of the most fun button pressing that I've ever had in the game. Like somewhere there's an auctioneer. He's probably, yeah, he's probably inside of the building. That would make more sense than being tucked in like a back corner. Alright, so let's look for either a bow or a crossbow first.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Just want it to be like as close to our level as possible. Let's just do level 16 and 18 stuff. 31 top end, 12.4 DPS is pretty good. That's pretty cheap. What about crossbows? You think they could keep the ranged weapons together? Like, that would just make sense, but nothing for crossbows. Okay. And then we can't do guns yet, but let's see. Oh yeah. A little Timmy's pea shooter. 54 gold for that one. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, we're just gonna grab an ash bow in that case. Wonder if we can find like a two-handed sword with a bunch of agility on it. That would be cool. No. Let's see. Stamina. We can do 6 agility here. I'm gonna grab this one with 6 agility. Okay, what about armor? Nothing with stats on it yet for shoulders. We got invited to some kind of group. I don't know what the group is for. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. Yeah, really nothing any better for the chest. Can't afford these belts. These belts are way too expensive for me. Strength and stamina is not what we need. Agility, stamina. Yeah, like, it's a gold. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. 8 agility here, but it's way too expensive. I really can't afford that at all. Boots of the Monkey could be good, but same thing, that's way too expensive. 5 gold for this? Oh my god, why are bracers so expensive? That's crazy. Okay, yeah, we really, we can't really afford anything. I'm gonna grab these. Yeah, let's grab the gloves. Okay, we got a couple pieces. And we'll just have to be happy with that. There we go. Alright, so we have a full group. I don't know what we're doing. Where is everybody at? Moonbrook, Stormwind City, the Gold Road, and the Darkened Bank. It looks like we're all just in completely different parts of the world. I don't see any continuity between the zones that we're in. Press 1 for summon. I mean, I'd love to have a summon, but I also feel like I need to set my Hearthstone over here somewhere. There should be an inn right up here, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna bind ourselves over here. Now, that being said, we still have 49 minutes on the cooldown. That could be a problem. I mean, if they're ready to summon, though, I'll take a summon, and then we'll find out what we're doing. I was in the queue for Wailing Caverns and Dead Mines.
Good help.
So it's either Wailing Caverns or Dead
The
Mines.
Legion's end draws near.
Let's grab some water. Geo, good evening to you and welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. Alright, I feel like that's pretty good. It didn't automatically sell my junk, I wonder why.
Favor the road traveled by few.
This guy was like, press 1 for summon, and like, but he wasn't ready to summon. I thought like, press 1 for summon is what you did when you were like, actively gonna summon people. Okay, he's not ready to summon us yet, so... like, we should probably get out of here. See if we can get ourselves over to Blood Mist. Oh wait, what's this little icon? Does this little icon mean that they're summoning? Is that what that means? Like, so rarely do you see that actually pop up. I guess that either means he's being summoned or he's summoning somebody else. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, what do we got? Dead mines. Okay, perfect. After this run might be the opportunity to get some flight points in the Eastern Kingdoms. We can grab the Westfall flight point. We can probably grab, like, the Stormwind flight point. I'm gonna dismiss my pet here. I'm not sure exactly what he's gonna do if I drop down here with him out. Who knows what could happen. Let's do that, and let's just resummon him. Easy to forget, like, how much taller night elves are than humans. Like, we've got, like, 1.5 feet on these ladies. It's kinda crazy. We have a level 24 mage in the group, so... like, are we actually gonna get any kill XP out of the dungeon? Who knows? Somebody in party chat realized who I was. Yeah, the one bad thing about being a night elf is that we don't have any of the quests for this place. I guess some of them might have been shareable. There's the gnome in Stormwind. Like, her quest is shareable. I'm gonna ask for shareables, because especially if we're gonna do the outside instances, then I kind of want some of the quests. If we were just gonna go run the dungeon, then like I don't need them. No one's gonna share it with me. I know one of you has the quest because we're back here. Yeah, I don't really want to be back here if I'm not also doing the quest. Yeah, I say it's cleared out, so we're gonna move on, it looks like. Nobody has time to wait for respawns outside of an instance. All right, we are in. Get the pet back out. You know, for Classic Plus, I'd really like for them to get rid of whatever system they're using that determines how much XP individuals should get in a group. I want them to get rid of that. I feel like in too many of these low-level dungeons, like, it scales the XP in a way that makes the XP not even worth doing the run. And it didn't always used to be that way, so I really wish they would just go... And I know the changes they made were, like, to stop boosting, but I don't think the changes they made really help normal groups. Too often I feel like we're just not getting the amount of kill XP we should be getting. Like, these guys are yellow to me, but because we have a level 24 in the group, which is not that high, and it's within the boundary of what they allow to queue for the run, but because we have a level 24 at the high end of the leveling, we get, like, very little XP per kill. And I don't think it should be that way. I think they need to either fix it, or they need to go back to just leaving it how it was. Mr. Santa, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. Two-handed hammer with stamina. Yeah, there's really not a lot of gear in here for us. There's a ring we could use. There's a pair of pants that might be okay for us. But I think that's about it. Inscribed bracers. Yeah, I don't have any stats on my bracers, so I'm gonna take those. It's intellect. We have a mana pool, so yeah. We're just gonna have to start taking whatever stats we can get, and that's why all gear is hunter gear. Whether it's intellect, stamina, spirit, agility, we need anything we can get at this point. Gold mine is for gold, coal mine is for coal, so what is dead mine for? I don't know. I would say it's where you go to find zombies, but there's no zombies here. And the mine itself is not dead because we still have people mining it. You know, if the mine were dead, as in there's no more resources, why would they have all these miners working on it? I mean, that's not really a good spot to fight these guys unless we want to, like, add the boss. Why is my pet not going on to passive? Okay, there we go, buddy. Thank you. Pull them all the way back. Much better placement over here. One-handed dagger with crit strike? Yeah, we don't need that. I don't think anybody in the group needs that. Probably would only be good for a rogue. And cloth gloves with intellect. Yep, we don't need that either. The light bow we don't need. This group is not exactly flying through, but we're making pretty steady progress. I feel bad for low-level mages. Like, I feel like as a low-level mage, you never really get to do anything. Are we not gonna clear out the room? Doesn't really look like this tank wants to clear the room. I'd like to loot this guy. There we go. Let's try to hug the left wall. Yeah, I mean, all it's going to take is one runner. They're going to pull this middle group here. I don't think leaving these guys up is a good... Yeah, see, we've already pulled that one. We're probably going to end up pulling this other guy too eventually. Oh, there we go. Better to pull it now. You really can't leave that stuff up in the middle of the room like that. You got to clear it out. Agility, stamina on these boots? Yeah, I think I will roll on those for agility, stamina. Could be better stats than what we currently have on. And he dropped the smelting pants. 8 stamina, 7 spirit. I'm gonna take him. It's a lot of stamina and spirit. And, you know, everything is hunter loot, so I don't feel too bad about it. That's a pretty big pull. Let's focus down the wizard first. We don't have any AoE to speak of. Kind of surprised. I guess maybe the mage doesn't have blizzard yet because we haven't seen a single blizzard go off. And the groups have definitely been big enough sometimes to warrant it. Maybe the mage just knows that that's a good way to get himself killed. Nenya, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. Dustin, good afternoon, buddy. Thanks for being here. Black and Defias boots, 3 agility, 2 stamina. Yep, I'll take that. At least we're getting some decent greens, even if we're probably not going to get many blues.
You there! Check out that noise! We're under attack! Avast, you swabs! Repel the invaders!
Alright, our tank has gone offline. Interesting. Interesting. I hope he comes back. Jake, thanks for being here and hanging out with the stream, buddy. I mean, the character is still here. Did he like crash? Did he relog perhaps? Or did he find out that I was streaming this and he got scared? I mean, I could probably have... Oh, there he is. He's back. Oh, thank God. I was gonna say I could probably have the pet tank for a bit, but I don't know how successful that would have been. I'm glad he's still here. Is there a polearm that drops in here off one of the bosses, or am I making that up? I feel like I remember a polearm dropping off the goblin guy on the boat. Oh no, that was not the button I wanted. I just got a little antsy. Just a little bit antsy. It does drop from the goblin, okay. And not that I can use polearms yet, because we haven't been to Stormwind. But that'd be nice. I think that's the only other thing in here that I need. No, maybe there's a cape. Maybe there's an agility cape that drops. Oh, we can get the chest. Okay, there's stuff. Yeah, there's a back piece, there's a chest. There's the polearm. Ooh, 12 agility. Okay, there's lots of stuff in here for us. There's just there's no bow. You know, there's no main weapon. But there's plenty of other stuff. I really need the bow out of Wailing Caverns. That's really what I need. You just don't get to do a lot of Wailing Caverns on Alliance. Yeah, we should probably kill the ads first, I'm gonna target the ads first. Just to be safe. David, good morning to you and welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today.
You landlubbers are tougher than I thought. I'll have to improvise. Oh, now you're making me angry.
And he dropped the one-handed axe with stamina, strength, and hit rating. I don't know. I don't know how or why, but the guys up top aggroed. Did they just... They didn't aggro us. They aggroed the healer. Something the healer did aggroed everybody from up top. That's really something. Well, it looks like we're gonna clean it up all right. But definitely not ideal. I wonder if the healer just body pulled them. Healer's level 17. So, you know, they're the lowest level in the group. They could have just body pulled from up top. Dave, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you're doing well. I don't know about skipping little mobs like that. That doesn't seem to be purposeful, but okay. Nope, we didn't skip it. It aggroed anyhow. I don't really know why it aggroed us. Maybe it aggroed my pet as it went wide around the climb there. But yeah, you really can't leave guys like that just standing in the corner. It's not really what you want to do in here. Best just to clear them out. Especially when it's already been kind of a longer run. It's not like we're going for a speed run. We got a battered chest back here. If we pop this, any greens that are in it, we'll have to roll. So it's not like we're just ninjaing this. You're in combat. Okay, we're not doing that right now anyway. Thought I got to it in time, but I guess not. Okay, maybe now we can just pop the chest before we pull anything. No, okay, okay. I'm gonna pop the chest. There we go. Fire resist ring and seer pants. Neither of which we need. I can't tell if he's planning to fight up here. Okay, he's not. He's not fighting up here. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Dave, I hope she's enjoying the moderate weather. We've actually been getting some really mild weather compared to recently, so it's been really nice. There's no wildfire smog, and it's only 80 degrees outside. It's beautiful Michigan weather today. Of course, he dropped the Emberstone Staff. Stamina, Intellect, and Spirit. You could say that that's still Hunter loot. You know, you could go that far and say, well, hey, that's still Hunter loot. I'm not going to take it. I mean, the Stamina, Intellect, all those stats would be really good. That's the tough thing about being a Hunter, is like right now, I mean, I got 6 Agility, and that's cool, but those are a lot of other stats. I mean, I'm not going to take it, but you know, I could make a case for it. Okay. Oh, are we gonna... Oh, I think we gotta kill the ads. I don't think we can do this by just brute forcing it. Because I don't think we have enough AoE. I'm gonna focus the ads down. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, this is, seemingly not great. Okay. Oh boy, this could be rough. We lost our Warlock, which is bad because he was like our top DPS. Don't know what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna have to focus the boss down and just hope we can live long enough. I don't think I have the firepower to kill the ads. Oh shit, this is gonna get really rough in a second. Oh, we're gonna get it. He's 1%. Okay, we got it. We got it. We really need the pet to, like, pick up this whole taunting business. I don't know if he's out of energy or what. Like, he literally won't taunt. I can't get him to taunt. Oh, shit. Okay. You know what? No, not like this! Oh, shit! Oh. Yeah. Okay, hey, we killed him. Yay! We did it! Yay! Hooray! We did it! I mean, we killed him, we looted him. What else can you do? Oh, it just sucks to have to go all the way back to get our body. I wanted just to run out of the instance. That's what I really wanted to do, is just run out of the instance and live to fight another day. We'll get our body back. I want to grab the flight point here in Sentinel Hill, and I think I want to go grab the flight point in Stormwind City. Since we're down here, you know, we got a free teleport down here. This is really as close as we're going to get to any of these flight points, so... Flawless victory, sort of, yeah. Oh yeah, we'll get some flight points, then we'll hearth out of here. We'll get him this time. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, like, I think somebody's... Yeah, we got him. He died. He's not alive still. We got him. No, I don't know if everybody got to loot him. What did he drop? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, the Emberstone Staff, but that was dropped from Greenskin. Did we not loot Van Cleef? I could have swore I looted him. That's so weird. I thought I did loot him, though. That's the weird thing. I mean, maybe I accidentally looted one of the ads. We don't have any of the quests. No, we were never going to get any quest items. We have none of the quests. So we weren't looking for quest items. And I thought we looted the body. But it must have been one of the guards that we looted. Yeah, that sucks. I don't even know if we want to go back for that, but I guess we will. It's not gonna, you know, it's probably not gonna be anything we need. We have time. It's not gonna disappear that fast. We have time. And I guess we still have Cookie too if we want to kill Cookie. I don't need anything off of Cookie, so I don't really care if we kill him or not. But I'm sure the Warlock and the Mage would really like to have the wand. Oh shit, we got ads. This has definitely been one of the longer Deadmines runs we've done in recent history. I think we've been in here for over an hour. Oh Jesus, the ads are getting like more and more. Like, I don't remember there being a patrol of 3 different guys, but okay. They're definitely not making it easy for us to go loot the boss. At least it's not the Cataclysm one, where you have to do, like, you get to the end of the dungeon, and then they teleport you back to the front, and then you have to do, like, the dream sequence. And then if you die during that, you have to keep doing it again and again and again until you get through it. At least it's not that. Because the post-Cataclysm one is, like, just a huge pain in the ass. Excuse me? Pardon me? Holy shit, okay. Well, that's cool. kind of useless. It's kind of useless, but it's really cool anyway. I mean, well, it saved us a couple of seconds. Didn't know you could do that. Yeah, we must have looted somebody else. There he is, Corsair's overshirt. Okay, yeah, we don't need that at all. Stamina spirit on that one. Nobody really needs it. It's, oh, well, you know what? I take it back. That's really good for a warlock. If we're jumping down here, like, I'm not going to be able just to jump down. I'm going to have to dismiss this pet. Okay. Oh, how did I pull all that shit? Okay, well, what are you gonna do? I like it when the groups come around to this side first on the main level. We come around, we kill Cookie, and then we go back up. Like, I think that's the best time to kill Cookie. I don't think it's worth it to wait till after the run. Just kill him on the way up the boat. That way it's done, you don't have to worry about it. My pet's dead. Oh, this is the first time that my pet has died, and he's not going to be very happy when he wakes back up. I wonder why he died. I could have swore I dismissed him. I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? He probably just got killed. As soon as I summoned him back out, he got surrounded and killed, didn't he? That's a bummer. We had done pretty good at keeping him happy. And Cookie's Tenderizer, 6 strength on that. We don't need it. How do I... Oh, I don't have my res pet. I wonder if I have res pet at all. Oh, there it is. Did we pick up the letter? I don't know. I looted him. I didn't get a letter, so... Not sure. Not really worried about it. It wasn't a quest run anyway. We didn't have any of the other quests. Just a run for some kill XP and to see if we can get any loot, which we really didn't. Alright, I'm gonna run to Sentinel Hill. I'm gonna grab the flight point at Sentinel Hill. I'm gonna grab the flight point at Stormwind. And then we're gonna hearth out of here and resume questing. This was not the right way to go because there's lots of enemies out here who can easily kill us. And now we need to feed our pet. What about going to Ironforge for axes? Yeah, I'm not really feeling like going all the way out there right now. I'm probably not going to bother doing that until I'm ready to do wetlands stuff. Just a lot of traveling around. I'm already going to be doing a lot of traveling just to get these couple of flight points. I mean, to be fair, we could take the tram. Depending on how that goes, it could get us out. But, I don't know, we'll see. I don't have any access to equip, like, it's not like we're waiting on it.
Need something?
Yeah, we don't have any flight points at all. We haven't been in the Eastern Kingdoms at all to do anything. Yeah, I'm not in the queue for anything, so I don't know why I'm being invited to a group. I still don't know why. As long as I don't know why I'm being invited, I just keep declining it. Unless I'm in a queue for a dungeon, that's probably the only time I'm gonna take an invite. Unless you identify yourself. Tell me what business you have with me. It feels pretty weird to have skipped out on Westfall questing. But I have been trying to keep us... Oh god, screw you, buddy. I have been trying to keep us in Kalimdor since we've done a lot of Eastern Kingdoms recently on the Human Warrior. Alright, let's cross over to Elwyn where it's a little bit safer. Oh, Tomato, sorry about that, man. Yeah, like if I don't see a chat or like a message or something, I typically just ignore people. I appreciate the thought, though. That was very thoughtful of you. Oh, you know what? I was gonna train polearms, but we can't train polearms till level 20 anyway. So that's not going to happen. So we'll grab the flight point, and then I guess we will go over to Ironforge. At least that way I can learn guns. That way all of our main weapon types are learned. We'll learn axes and stuff too, but that's obviously not as important. Anything else we want to do in Stormwind City? I don't think so. Just the flight point, I think. Yeah, Stormwind City's looking kind of quiet today. Kind of quiet. 7:30 p.m. server time. Guess that's not quite prime time yet.
Light be with you. Go with honor.
All right, Tomato. I'll let you give me some water. I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for that. All right, let's head over to Ironforge. Valnencho, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for being here. I am doing fantastic. No, keep streaming till all the water's used up. Haha! Right! It's 100 water, buddy. We don't actually use water that much. That's why I was still hanging on to refreshing spring water, because we just haven't been needing it a lot. Do we need some pet training? I think we need all kinds of training, actually.
What's happening?
I think our pet needs training, greater stamina, natural armor.
Watch your back.
We have hunter skills to learn. Eagle Eye I'm never going to use. Eye of the Beast I'll never use. Scare Beast I'll hardly ever use. Aspect of the Hawk rank 2 is good. Multi-shot would have been nice. Serpent Sting 3 would have been nice. Immolation Trap is eh. Mongoose Bite eh. Raptor Strike eh. Track Undead eh. Okay.
Keep your feet
We
on
got
the
a couple
ground.
of abilities I care about. And a lot of abilities that I don't. Yeah, I think that's it. Raptor, I guess like we can do pull out Raptor Strike, I hardly ever use it. Immolation Trap I'm probably never going to use. Okay. And then pet training, he definitely has the training points to go ahead and learn these. We're going to have to get Bite rank 2 and Claw rank 2 pretty soon. And to do that, we're going to have to find some like level 18 enemies. We need to find like a high level spider and like a high level bear or a high level cat or something, I don't know. But I think we're getting to that level range where we definitely want to have the next ranks of Bite and Claw. Just not really sure where to get them from. I know somebody told me Western Loch Modan, or rather, sorry, Eastern Loch Modan. Eastern Loch Modan would have what we need, but I'm not really doing stuff in Loch Modan right now. We're gonna have to find some enemies on Blood Mist Like, what enemies on Blood Mist are going to give me rank 2 of Bite and rank 2 of Claw? We need to figure that out. And then if we figure that out, we can go do that, like, pretty quickly. Loch Modan's handy because they're both right there. So in Loch Modan, we're looking for spiders and bears, right? On the far eastern side of the zone. Like over by the hunting camp? Or the hunter lodge or whatever it is. Is there a stable master at that hunting lodge? Like, if I go there, are they going to at least make this convenient for me? Because we could head out there, we can grab the flight point and stuff. If there's, yeah, if there's a stable master out there, then I'm going to go out there. Because with the stable master, that makes it really convenient to put away this pet and go grab another one. Alright, well then, maybe we do that. I'm gonna see, like, I feel like there is a stable master out there. There's not a stable master. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This is the problem with the hunter shit. Is like, it's really inconvenient, obviously, to not have a pet at all. It's really inconvenient to like put my pet in a stable way back in town and have to go out into the field with no pet. Like, it just isn't fun, and it's a huge pain in the ass. And this is so often why I don't bother getting these other skills. The game wants me to jump through all these hoops. Like, I'll jump through a couple of hoops. But once you put like 3 or 4 hoops in front of me, it gets kind of tiresome. And that's what I feel like the hunter is. The hunter's like, well, it's lots of fun, but then there's all these hoops you gotta jump through. But I guess I have to do it, you know. This is what killed my other hunter. It was like, just no desire to do stuff like this. Yeah, it's just really, I have zero desire to like go out of my way like this. And the hunter class, it requires you to go way out of your way. So I guess we're just gonna have to go do it and see how it goes. Oh yeah, there's one in town, but then I have to run all the way to the other side of the zone with no pet. Which means I really can't do anything but run. Which is, yeah, it's a really big pain for me. But we're gonna go see if we do it. Because we're gonna have to stable our pet, run to the far eastern side of the zone. We're gonna have to tame a spider. We're gonna play with that spider for a bit. Maybe we can... Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do it. I don't know how we're gonna do it without multiple trips back to town. I guess we tame a spider for a bit and then we just release it. After we learn Bite rank 2, we release the spider. Then we tame a bear in the same area, and then we do the same thing. We fight with that for a bit until we learn Claw rank 2, and then we release it. And then we run back to town, and we get our actual pet. Then we go somewhere and train that pet. We probably have to go back to Ironforge at that point. To actually train the pet, our pet, with those new skills. Would Deathclaw and Blood Mist have Bite rank 2? Yeah, maybe. Maybe he would. I don't know. That's the problem. I have to look everything up. My current pet's level 18. Because he's the first pet that I got, so he's kind of leveling up with us. So he'll usually be whatever level I am. Oh god, I'm out of coffee. I've been out of coffee for a long time, and it was my first cup of coffee for the day, and I really need to get more. Okay, let's just figure this out. We're gonna figure this out back in Blood Mist, I think. I'm not gonna go out of my way like this. I need to be able to learn these things like where I'm actually questing at. If I can't do this kind of stuff like where I'm actually questing, then I don't know. But yeah, I don't really want to go way out of my way for this right now. There's gotta be somebody like here we can fight to get this stuff. When do they take out ranks for hunter pets? Do they get rid of the ability ranks in Wrath of the Lich King at least? Or am I still gonna have to deal with this kind of stuff if I play a hunter in Wrath? Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta go get some coffee, and then we'll see what we have going on out of Blood Mist. Okay. Damn, there are a lot of quests here. Oh boy. Okay, well. Let's pick up everything that's either green or yellow, and then let's see if I can make any sense out of any of it. We need mushrooms. What is this? The 4 different types of mushrooms. That's going to be tough without Questy.
May the light embrace you.
Constrictor vines, bear parts.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
I don't even think these are all going to fit in our quest log.
The Legion's end.
Irradiated crystal shards. Oh my god, yeah, there's no way we can fit all this stuff, can we?
How are ya? Hi.
Know thy enemy. Go to the Nazivius monument. Catch and release is to tag a Murloc, I think.
Favor the road traveled by few.
Missing expedition, level 19. I mean, maybe we can fit all these quests in the log. It's going to be really close. Newfound allies. This is just a breadcrumb.
Open your heart to the light.
Yep.
Safe journey.
That's a breadcrumb.
Good fortune. Blessings upon you. Do not lose faith.
Good fortune. The Legion will fall. Arcanon Poros.
Yeah, we're 24 out of 25. Oh, this is level 11. I think we probably just ought to drop that. I don't think we should bother with it.
The Naru have not forgotten us. Kronakai Christor.
Okay. We gotta head south. We gotta head south for, like, there's a mushroom over here. There's a mushroom over here. Nazivian monument and the Murlocs are in that direction. But yeah, I think we need to go back south first. Pretty sure. The tree and death animation is brutal. He's cut in half and he looks down to see the half of his body slide off and dies. Yeah. You know, at least he doesn't look like he's in a lot of pain. He just looks like he's kind of bewildered, you know? Maybe he's just in shock in that moment. Like, oh my god, I've been sliced clean in half. Oh wow, we got some UI bugs. Okay, am I gonna be able to do this quest, or am I gonna have to turn off my add-ons? So that's gonna be really, really annoying if I have to turn off my add-ons. Maybe I can just pull the ability out to the bar and use it for my bar. Oh, we need scouts. There we go. I feel like there's also a named guy, but I don't know if we need the quest first or if the guy drops an item. I really don't remember very much about this zone, except in like vague generalities. Let's head up to the Nazivus Monument. I think I know where that is, at least. Should be somewhere back in this area. There might also be a guy we have to kill at the beginning quest. But yeah, also not very sure about that. Okay, yeah, the Dreadlord we need is like, he usually spawns right here. So maybe he's already wandering about, maybe somebody's killed him, I don't know. There he is. Alright, does he give us the kill quest? I think so. Yes. Oh, good to see my inventory is completely full. It's all this water. I gotta drop some of the water. I can't carry around 100. I can carry around 20. 20 is about all I can carry. We have a chest here. I don't have a lot of room for a chest, unfortunately. So we don't need rogues at all. We need a couple more satyr and we need a handful more fellsworn. But the rogues are just a distraction, it seems. Unless we have to kill them to get the ones we need to spawn in. Which we might have to. Alright, that's the kill quest done. We investigated the monument. We tagged the Murloc scouts. We need to find a Felcone fungus. I don't know where the heck that's at. So we found 3 out of 4 of the mushrooms. No idea on the location of the 4th one. We'll just have to keep our eyes peeled as we do other stuff. Oh, or I'll just stumble on it right now. Right in front of me. Let's do it that way. Inventory's full. Wow, what a bummer. Okay, there we go. And we gotta beeline it right back to town. We really can't afford to do much because we have a full inventory. We can't pick anything up.
The Naru have not forgotten us. Blessings upon you.
I hope you find something useful.
Why is this not selling my junk? I updated all of my add-ons. Why are they still broken? And why is Leatrix not working at all? Oh, God. I can't even get... Okay, so we don't have any ability to auto-vendor right now. Very nice. I like using add-ons until they break, until they're not working, and then I'm like, damn, I really wish I didn't use add-ons. Because then you start to rely on something that is just like, it's not always going to work. We do have the cape we can put on, but not till level 20. Okay.
Remain.
That will do for now.
Arcanon Poros. Good fortune. Good health. Long life.
Open your heart to the light.
Apparently we are also out of arrows. Oh, we're not technically out of arrows. I guess we have this last a little bit of arrows from up here. Sharp arrows. Okay. Let's get some more arrows.
Remain
Perfect.
vigilant.
The Naru have not forgotten us. The Legion's end draws near.
Yeah, usually Leatrix handles that for us, but Leatrix has given up for today. Doesn't seem to be working at all, despite the fact that I updated it earlier.
Not forgotten us.
Stamina, I don't need any of this stuff.
Be well. Open your heart to the light.
The Legion will fall. Dionys Akar,
Alright, so now we're looking for crystallized bark. Good luck finding that. I never do. Constrictor vines, sunhawk spies, and elder bear flanks. Okay. The sunhawks are going to be like right up in this area somewhere. And then the constrictors and bears are going to be a little bit further to the west. The crystallized bark, I don't expect to find all those. I never find all those. There's only some treants that drop it. You know, if we find enough treants, that's fine. We'll do it. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. But let's start killing these blood elves. I wonder if these level 16 bears can teach us claw rank 2. Let's fight our way into this area here and grab the item we need. I think there's a corpse with an item. And we just have to kill a bunch of blood elves down here to get to it. Unless somebody has already cleared the area out, then we just might need to walk up and grab it. Oh, wait. Oh, now we need the amulet. Okay. So now we gotta kill them till they drop the amulet. That's fine. We can do this one now, since we're right here. Questy says this is a 4.5% chance to drop. So yeah, this is like a Sida's bag style quest. Maybe we won't finish this right now. I'm gonna kill a few more, but then I'm gonna get back to hunting the bears and the lashers that we need. Oh, there we go. See, all I have to do is talk about it. Talk about potentially giving up on the quest and the item drops. It's like 100% of the time, that's how it works. Mr. Santa, have a good rest of your evening, and we'll see you next time. Take care. We seem to have some quests all the way out here. We have 22 out of 25 quests in our log. I guess we can come take these and see what they are. Don't think we're going to be working on them right now. Unless they're like level 14 or 15.
Each day is a
The
blessing.
Legion will fall.
Fouled water spirits.
Good fortune. Remember the lessons of the past.
Level 18. Fouled water spirits. I didn't even see that one pop up. A level 19. Okay.
Chronakai Christor. Be well.
Critters of the Void. That one's level
The
18.
Naru have not forgotten us. The Legion will fall. The Legion's end draws near. Remain vigilant.
And that's it. We're 25 out of 25. So we can't take any more quests until we get some stuff finished, turned in. Oh my gosh, I got 2 talent points that we have not spent. I guess I'm gonna put these both into thick hide. Yep, that's what we're doing. Well, everything's dead. Every single thing out here is dead. There's no bears. There's no lashers. There's these butterflies, and like, I know I'm gonna need these butterflies at some point, but we don't have the quest right now. And then when we come back later with the quest, we're probably gonna have a hard time finding them. And I don't remember what quest chains into the butterfly quest. Alright, that's all the bear flanks that we need. Now we're looking for one more lasher part. One more lasher part, then we can go turn these in. See, this is not it. These are the guys for the kill quest. I don't need the guys for the kill quest. I need a couple more of the regular guys. There we go. Alright, let's go back and turn everything in, and we'll see where that leaves us.
welcome. Browse at your leisure. Good health, long life.
May the light embrace you. Safe journey.
May the light embrace you, Arcanon Poros. Warm wishes to you, Dionys Aka. Safe
And
journey.
there's the butterfly quest. Okay, so there's no way to do all three of those at the same time. Because one chains off the other.
Good fortune.
Ah, crossbow? Okay,
Remain
let's take the
vigilant.
crossbow so we can skill up the crossbow. Intercepting the
Arcanon
message.
Poros.
Okay. Guys, I'll tell you what. I would love to keep going, but unfortunately, I am out of time for today. I have plans for this afternoon. So I'm going to have to park it right here and call it for the day. But I'll be back on Monday. Monday we will have a stream. And I think we'll just pick up right back here on this hunter on Monday. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate you spending your time here. As always, take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.